So, Zach, before we get going on this story, do you know what flowers need to grow? What do flowers need to grow? In order for okay? Anything else?
Water.
What else?
Soil.
Soil. Okay. Anything else you can think of? Okay, those are definitely three things that flowers do need to grow. What does forest animals in the winter mean to you? The phrase forest animals in the winter. What do you think of when you hear that?
I don't know, deer.
Deer. Okay. Anything else?
Sometimes rabbit.
Okay. Maybe what about what animals might do it in the winter?
Hibernate.
Hibernate. Okay. What does changing seasons mean to you?
I get to wear different clothing.
Wear different clothing. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So looking at that title, can you make a prediction of what you think it might be about?
About what happens in the season
Okay.
and how they change.
Okay. Alright, now we're going to do a 1-minute timed reading. Okay, you just read like you normally read. If you come across a word you don't know, I can't really help you out, so just do your best and then move on from there, okay?
Okay.
After that minute, we'll finish reading the rest of the piece silently, and I'll ask you a few questions, okay?
Right.
So whenever you are ready.
There are 4 seasons in a year. They are spring, summer, fall, and winter. Each season lasts about 3 months. Spring is the season when new life begins. The weather becomes warm weather, rain, and light make plants grow. Some plants that looked dead during the winter grow again. Tulips are plants that come up every spring. Summer begins on June 20th. For people who live in the United States, June 20th is the longest day of the year. For us, we have more sunlight that day than on any other day. Insects come out in summer.
Stop. Very good. Okay, now you need to read the rest of the selection silently to yourself to kind of grasp and understand. Okay, now I want you to pretend that I haven't read that. I know nothing about the topic that you're telling me about, okay? I want you to retell what you just read about. What are they talking about in that story?
About what you do in the seasons.
Okay. What else? Go into more detail and depth.
And what happens.
Okay.
And when they start and end.
Okay. else you can tell me about that? A little more detail?
About bugs that come out and bite.
Talk about bugs that come out. Okay. Good. All right. Anything else you like to add? No? Okay. I'll move on and ask you a few questions about the story. Okay. First time I ask you, you can't go back and look, and then I'll ask them again. You can kind of go back and look through it and try to find them if you want.
Right.
Okay. All right. How long does each season usually last? You know?
About 3 months.
Okay. What are the conditions needed for flowers to come up in spring? What kind of conditions do you need for flowers to come up in the spring?
White.
Anything else?
Water.
Okay.
And soil.
Which day has more sunlight than any other? Which day? Remember?
June 20th.
Okay. According to your reading, what insects bite makes you itch?
Deer fly.
Okay. How do you know that fall is coming even if the weather is warm? What are some signs that tell you fall is coming even if the weather is warm?
You see deer or animals having their babies.
Anything else?
Leaves start to fall off the tree.
Okay. Why do leaves die in the fall even when the weather is warm? So why do they die in the fall even when the weather's warm and they're still getting some of the things they need? What don't they have?
Oh.
If you don't know, it's fine. You can pass.
Yeah.
Okay. 7. About when in September does fall begin? Around what day in September does fall begin?
September.
Why do squirrels save nuts for eating in winter? Why do they save those nuts?
For when they hibernate.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back to number 6. Can you find in there why do leaves die in the fall even when the weather's warm? Why do you think they die?
Get less light from the
Less
sun.
light, right? Yeah, get less light. Very good. And why do you think squirrels save nuts for eating? You said hibernate. Can you go into that a little more in depth? If it's snowing out in this winter, are there going to be as much?
There's not going to be as many plants around.
Okay, so there's going to be less food.
Yeah.